This is the Aipas A6, has a low capacity of over 500 pounds, weighs only 70 pounds, claims speeds over 25 miles an hour and a range of 45 miles. The frame is very similar to the Lectric Expedition model I tested this summer, a cargo bike that felt perfect during the summer test, but is designed differently than A6 model, and Lectric has few areas that needs to be changed and improved. I think Aipas covers all those areas where Lectric Expedition failed. Let's get this bike unboxed, test it and see if the specs checks out and how this model performs, and if this cargo e-bike is better, and if this should be your next cargo you should get. This cargo bike is delivered in this massive box. The most complicated part is to unload it. Well packed, protected and wrapped. After, you only need to open the box, unwrap it, and the bike comes fully assembled. That makes it so easy to get it ready. Let's talk about the frames. They look very similar, but there's several different design details. I specified in the Lectric review that the frame on the front looks too narrow and they could install a battery inside here. Aipas fixes that and makes the bike so much more balanced. The frame on A6 where the battery sits is wider and transitions to the midsection, more balanced and looks better designed. And you can see all this extra space you have around the battery that can be used. The rear rack, it's all part of the frame, all structural, so beefy and heavy. On top of that, you add the rear hub that adds more weight. So it just makes more sense to balance the bike and place the bigger battery capacity closer to the front. Having the battery in the front of the frame makes Aipas A6 just feel more comfortable. Midsection of the frame also have several differences. On Lectric XP you have 2 batteries, on the Aipas A6 only 1 battery, but here you have about 2 to 3 inches more space, so you can mount here a bigger battery, much wider with more capacity. Both frames are very versatile, offer so many options for an excessive number of accessories for the design. Another big advantage A6 has over the Expedition is the front suspension. That makes a big difference in the riding experience and improving comfort. The drive looks the same on both cargo e-bikes. The motor on the website on the A6 is shown as 1500 watts, but it looks like a 750 watt motor and it's geared. On the Lectric website it's a 750 watt motor with peak power delivery advertised 1300 watts, but we will fully test them both and see if the numbers align. We have a 48 volt system and it's a dual battery with 29 amp power capacity, advertised range of 155 miles. Top speed. Alright, let's check the speed level and how's the torque acceleration. So we have 5 levels of assist, we'll start with 1. Actually, let's see if it pedals as a regular bike. It's hard or not. Alright, I'm gonna shift up. Actually, it's much easier than the 26 inch tires. Yeah, this is not bad actually. I can pick up speed. Let's go first level. I like this notice: to remove the speed limit, please go to settings P08 and owner's manual. First level assist. Not pushing too hard. It's about what, 11 miles an hour, 11 and a half. Let's go second speed. Much more consistent assist from the motor, so I'll shift down. Alright, so this is the second speed level. I had to stop at the light previously. So it's about 15 miles an hour, 15.5. Let's go third. You can see and feel the kick. I have to shift down more. Definitely much more torque than Lectric Expedition. Let's go 4. More shifting down. Yeah, this is really getting some power. And in fifth, I don't have room here to really push further. But the torque is really, really good. And it responds instantaneously. Yeah, I can hit 28 to 30 miles an hour easily, but after that it goes pedaling, and there's no room here in the city to really
pushes hard.
The drivetrain looks the same on both models, but the power delivery it's so different. The torque and acceleration it's faster and more powerful in the A6 from 0 to 20 miles an hour. The top speed it's very similar. But what's interesting here on A6, it feels just a hair smoother and so much more silent.
And I think 22, 25 is a sweet spot. That's the best speed level. Comfortably get a load, 100 plus pounds, and just like that guy and just cruise in the city. 20 miles an hour is more than enough. When it comes to power output, this bike feels slightly higher than Lectric Expedition. Now top speed, I couldn't test in the city, and on the empty battery or half of the battery on the west side I was able to get 26 to 28 miles an hour, 30 in some spots, but it's so cold, it's so windy, the battery and the system performs much less compared to summertime. But still, this is an amazing bike. It has same features as the Lectric Expedition, but just slightly better.
The controller does not have a limit on the power delivery. Here I'm hitting 31, 32 miles an hour, but you can go faster depending how fit you are and how hard you pedal.
All around well set up bike. Definitely will replace all this nonsense, all this traffic. If you leave the house in the morning at 8 or 7:30 or 6, you're gonna spend a couple hours, when with this bike you'll be back and forth in 20-30 minutes. And 20-30 minutes I can reach any point in Manhattan.
A range test. It was done in 2 days. Temperature around 35 to 40 degrees, my weight 240 pounds. The test was completed in the 5th level assist. On the first day I was able to cover 14.4 miles, on the second day 22.7 miles, combined 37.1 miles. Hill climbing.
We're gonna do a test hill up here on 2nd Avenue and I believe it's 41st Street. We'll see how it does. Just throttle. Yeah, 41st and 2nd Avenue. You can see elevation line. Just throttle. Let's see what it does. It doesn't slow down yet. Look at this. Only dropped 2 miles, close to 2 miles. Not bad. 14 miles an hour. That's pretty decent. If you get this, pipes and cut them and move them here and weld them, you can definitely have 2 batteries in the back, 1 battery in the front, and have this bike go close to 200 or over 200 miles if you go on a 2nd or 3rd level assist. So having the battery here in the front definitely looks better, wider frame compared to Lectric, which is much narrower, and just can be used for storage or having a battery, which is increasing the balance. You have more weight in the front and the bike feels better. And this is important, the motor is the same rating but so much more silent, no noise at all, and Lectric it's so loud. Different foot pegs, accessories mount perfectly in the back, almost the same. The baby is sleeping, so, and it's freaking like 40 degrees outside right now. It's so cold, so definitely better to put it back. Just to show you guys, I have here a bunch of batteries, so this is about maybe 50 pounds, almost the weight of the baby, maybe more. The bike has the same light, we have the same drivetrain, the same double sandwich plastic cover for the chain, the same cranks and the chain ring. The gears I think slightly bigger, because at 27-28 miles an hour I'm kind of like ghost pedaling. The other bike can go faster, but 0 to 20 miles this has more torque, and then the same settings on the throttle, so when you hold the throttle goes up to 20 miles an hour, then slows down, and after 20 miles if you release the throttle and you start pedaling, it gives you more power to reach to 25, 28, 30 and above 30. So similar setup, it's just much more polished. The motor, it's completely silent, the same 7-speed SIS shifter, turn shifter on the back here, really good setup here. The same with the Lectric Expedition. Controller on the back, the tensioner, the tactile brakes, slightly better quality, and we have here CIS shifter. the grips are comfortable, but they're moving. So I need something that actually has hardware to secure it. Here and here also long range rides. I just did about 40 miles, and they're moving slightly. Nice console. Here we have the light, horn, which is loud, turning signals that we don't have in Lectric Expedition. Yeah, so we have brake lights, no brake lights on the Lectric, on the XP, and we also have turning signals, which we don't have on the XP.
Great check, bro.
The same handlebar, the same adjustments, stem, which is really cool. Suspension is extra. The light, it's different, it's slightly bigger and the more output. Wiring the same exact way. So that's pretty much how it looks in the front. The seat, same seat. We can put here seat post suspension, will definitely make the ride even more comfortable. But having the front suspension makes a big difference and makes this bike so much more comfortable. The lights are not super powerful and it's not really dark here, but you can see it's a nice pattern, and when you push it in the front, it's not bad actually. It's pretty decent, and for the city, it's perfect. Slightly just more concentrated. And the back here, it's super bright. We have turning signals and the brake light, which is extremely bright. What is special about this cargo e-bike is the smaller 20 by 3 inch wheels that offer a lower center of gravity by keeping heavier loads on the rear rack that is closer to the ground versus 24 to 26 inch tires. Having that extra cargo weight lower increases stability and comfort while riding. Both bikes are priced at $1,599 US, but with A6 you get the biggest improvement that I praised on previous videos so much, and it is the UL battery certification. That is huge, and it's included in this low price, and Lectric does not have it. We have better hydraulic disc brakes, turning signals, and the rear brake light that we don't have in Lectric Expedition. Lights are slightly brighter in the nighttime, and the frame that's better weight distribution balanced, front suspension that it's a big bonus, and has the potential of installing a bigger battery in the rear rack, with an abundance of accessories tailored to any rider needs, and can replace a car in the city, and to top that, a gray color option that looks really cool. Guys, this A6 is the best 20-inch cargo e-bike I've tested so far, and this model fits New York City style perfectly. It has all you need. The link will be down below in the description box for those interested. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.